Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Choosing Beggars. Story 1. Trying to sell a used car. I listed a 2008 AWD vehicle in good condition for $3,500. Girl asks to come see it, says nothing about the price. She is late after taking the train and an Uber here, then offers $2,800. Won't budge to $3,100. Says she can't afford it because she is currently back and forth between CO and CA, has another car back in CA, and has to pay both her mortgage in Cali, so she's a homeowner, and an apartment here. That's all well and good, negotiating is fair. But when I turn her down, she asks me for a ride home. Story 2. Woman at Turnpike C-store asking for gas money. This just happened today. I have been traveling for work all this week. I stopped on one of our state's many turnpikes to get fuel, and a woman, mid to late 20s, driving a very new Ford F-250 truck, 2021 model or newer, approached me with a sob story about needing gas to get home. I figured there was a good chance it was scam, but on the off chance it wasn't, I offered her the change I had from a cash purchase I had made earlier in the day, $6. She said that $6 wouldn't get her very far. No kidding, a truck that size doesn't get very good gas mileage. I said sorry, but I don't carry a lot of cash. She then suggested that I fill her truck up with my credit card. If she was on empty, it would take well over $100 to fill that truck up. I told her that wasn't going to happen, and I put my window up and locked my doors. She started knocking on my window wanting the $6 I had offered earlier. I told her that wasn't going to happen now. And I left her standing there. Now I am home and I get to sleep in my own bed tonight. Story 3. Dude wants a bisexual RP partner. Imgur. Posted in the. Story 4. I am just shocked. I had a man walk up to me and ask for money to fix the water something on his car so he could get home, in a town more than 3 hours away. I was not carrying my wallet and told him I didn't have the cash on me to help. He then asked if I could go to the store and withdraw the money from the ATM. I pulled out the pockets of my shorts and showed him I didn't even have my wallet. My spouse had his wallet on him, but the man didn't even acknowledge that he was there. When I said I couldn't help, but tried to refer him to a local business, he huffed off and ignored what I had to say. I feel bad, but my spouse said he noticed lots of red flags. When we came back around to the same spot 10 minutes later, the guy was gone and so was the car. Update: to clarify, I was more in shock from the fact this happened on a normal route that I usually walk to and from regularly. In the years I lived in this area, I had yet to come across this ever. I am sad that people do this without batting an eye. Story 5. For me, my mom PLS. Story 6. No, I will not buy you an outfit. So I'm out and about and stop in a local thrift store to kill time. I'm wandering the aisles, minding my own business, when this guy, probably late 40s, approaches me and asks if I can help him. I assume he wants to some fashion advice and I say sure. I don't know much about men's clothes. My husband wears the same style practically every day, which makes shopping for him easy. He sets the stuff he has down and asks if I know where the belts are. I point them about and he walks off. I go back to browsing, and maybe 5 minutes later he's back and asks me if he can put his stuff in my cart. I tell him no, he should get his own. So then he's like, well then I can push it up to the front and wait then? Confused, I ask why? He says, so you can buy these for me. What? I told him, I don't think so. I was happy to give you some fashion advice, but I'm not paying for your new outfit. Story 7. Choosing beggar or. I live in the UK. I was in town one day running some errands and I spotted this homeless guy asking people to buy him some food. He looked pretty desperate, so I thought I'd do a good deed and help my fellow man. The conversation went as follows. Me: hey man, you all good? Homeless guy: yeah, not bad. Have you got any spare change? Me: no sorry, I don't carry cash on me anymore, but I can buy you something from these places. Points at several food establishments. HG, no, none of that shit. It's unhealthy me, okay. I have some fruit on me if you want. Pulls out a few bananas. HG, nah, don't like fruit. Story 8. So less than the national minimum wage. Hard pass for me, thanks. My state already has double national as our minimum. Full-time remote. Position, customer service representative, 100% remote. We are looking to hire a high-energy customer service manager to be part of a growing storage company located in the United States. The position is considered full-time. You will be answering the phone to current tenants and answering calls from potential tenants. You must be able to be confusingly nice to our customers so as to earn 5-star Google reviews, and extraordinarily charming for leads so as to close the deal on the spot. Expanding upon your CSR role, you are also responsible for maintaining, following and updating processes and procedures. Duties and responsibilities. Take calls from tenants and prospective customers. Delight our customers, solve their problems, help them rent units, and earn 5-star reviews. Provides weekly updates on leads and new sales closed. Skills and requirements. Ownership mentality, feels like the owner of the company, and wants it to do well, and is obsessed with making sure deals are being closed weekly. Conducts research before asking questions. Always comes prepared with a solution before asking a question. At least 2 years of experience in sales. At least 2 years of experience in customer support. Excellent communication skills, English spoken and written. Ability to be so kind and outgoing to our customers that they are confused. You should be able to earn 5-star reviews based on your exuberant attitude. Must be intelligent, trustworthy, and competent. Must be outgoing, very friendly, and bubbly on the phone. Reliable internet/Wi-Fi and excellent audio quality with minimal to zero background noise. You must be very organized, detailed-oriented. Must have a strong work ethic and track record delivering results. You must be reliable and show up on time. Nice to have, at least 2 years of experience in storage or property management. Payment. Monthly salary, $1,200. Payments are processed and sent via Wise or similar platform at an established frequency, bi-weekly. Schedule, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, U.S., Employment type, full_time. Story 9. Begging for food but not that. Had a homeless woman beg me for food saying she didn't want money, just something to eat so she didn't have to eat out of trash cans. Claims she lost her daughter last week and had been a mess. Big sob story. I asked what she wanted to eat and she said whatever I wanted to give her. Fair enough. I bought her a personal pizza, enough for one big meal or a couple smaller ones. Mind you, I'm a recent graduate working a low-paying job. I really don't have extra cash for charity, but I'm not starving, so I thought it was the least I could do. I come out 10 minutes later with the fresh pizza and she looks at me, shakes her head in disbelief, and almost steps into traffic trying to walk away from me before I can give her the pizza. Story 10. CB in Brooklyn. A little while back when McDonald's had the fish sandwiches for 2 for $5, a regular beggar in my area asked me to get him the deal. I would buy him something on occasion from the Dunkin' shop, a donut or coffee. I told him I have about $10 on me and I would get him something. He said like what though, because I don't eat red meat or chicken. So at that point I just stared at him briefly. He said never mind. I've seen him many times since then and he still doesn't ask me for change. Story 11. You must be kidding. Cousin has a better paying job than me, but just asked me to loan her the money to pay for the stuff to fix her car. Had her rent, yada yada. Okay, I can do that if you pay me back next week. Great. Bring the car over when I get home from work and I'll put on the parts. Sorry, she won't be home. She will come Sunday afternoon. Has a big weekend planned, you know. Story 12. I literally don't care about last sold prices. It'll take a year to sell something. It's not a race nor full-time business to me. Story 13. Repeat CB run off social media platform after asking for a pet. Story 14. I finally got one, no free phone, I guess I'm selfish. Story 15. Woman calls me an asshole even though I wanted to cover all cost. This happened about 1 year ago. I was giving some model railway stuff away for free. I said only pick up, no shipping. A woman texts me and tells me a story about her dad who loves model trains but has fallen very ill and she doesn't know how long he is going to live, and asked me if I could send it to her. Usually I don't believe in stories like this, but I just thought I will make an exception this time. So I told her I can ship it to her if she cover the cost. 5. After that I get a message from telling me that she only has 2,63, something like that, on her bank account. This was like 1 to 2 weeks before Christmas, and thought I would do something nice if I cover the shipping and told her to send me her address and I will ship it to her. After that I got no messages from her for 2 days and gave the stuff to another person. After 4 days she sends me her address and I told her that I already gave it away. She then called me an asshole for not reserving the stuff for her and tells me another story about that her child was sick and that's why she couldn't text me. Now comes my favorite part. Then she asked me if she could buy something else from me that was like 10 and if I could cover the shipping on that. I just told her to fuck off. Story 16. No, I won't eat that. Can you just give me money? Sorry for the mistakes, English is not my first language. I live in a generally bad and crowded neighborhood, according to the newspapers. Truth is, there are a lot of homeless people and a few CK addicts, but they tend to stay on the other side of the road, near a bus depot, and the ones I encounter are very kind. I try to talk to them when I'm not late, and sometimes I offer them something to eat and or drink, think a sandwich and a bottle of water, when they ask. Info: I'm not rich by any means, but my workplace provides us with a card that allows us to buy food and drinks for a fraction of what it would cost with our salary. So I tend to treat myself when I'm buying some food, and if I can help someone on the way, so be it. Another info: right across my street is the limit between my city and a smallest town, so when you cross the road, you end up in another town. Relevant later. Anyway, last Wednesday I got out of my building to go get some groceries, and near the front door a young man stood. He approached me and said very gently, "Sorry ma'am, I don't want to hit on you or anything, I was just wondering if you had any spare cash so I can buy myself a sandwich?" Me: "I'm sorry, I don't have any cash, but I was on my way to the grocery store over there." Think typical small grocery store where you can certainly find something you like. You can come with me and pick a sandwich if you'd like. I don't say this to anyone, but he really was well-mannered, he seemed candid. The problem is that I don't eat anything, in the sense that he wanted a specific kind of sandwich I guess, but we could go to a sandwich shop near my place, points at the town across the road. This town, even in broad daylight, is not safe. Me: "Sorry, I planned on going to this grocery store only 150 meters away from my door, literally. If you don't want anything from there, I'm afraid I can't help you." Could you go at least to the pub over there and pay for $10 with your card? They'll give me cash if we do that. Me: "Sorry, but money is tight right now, and I don't have my credit card. It's the grocery store or nothing if you're really that hungry." No problem, bye ma'am. He left, and I can't help but wonder how on earth he thought I was going to follow him to his town or pay him $10 like that. He probably was looking for cash from the beginning. Thanks for reading. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.